Now on Good Morning El Paso, today is Veterans Day, a time to honor those who've served in the U.S. military. We have your complete coverage of things to do around the borderland honoring vets.
We all come back and we all have our issues, but we just have to redefine ourselves and find ourselves.
New this morning, a group of artists in El Paso is helping veterans express themselves after coming back from war. Details coming up in a live report.
Another night of protest against President-elect Donald Trump. I'm ABC's Kenneth Moten with the latest, plus Trump's response to the demonstrations after a busy day in Washington.
Live, where news comes first, from the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
We reject the president-elect!
More protests in parts of the country against the new president-elect Donald Trump. This is video of a demonstration last night in downtown Los Angeles.
What began with about 75 people turned into hundreds on the streets for a peaceful protest. In Oregon, the scene was a lot different, with protests turning violent in downtown Portland.
Officers in riot gear dispersed crowds with tear gas. There were numerous reports of criminal and dangerous activity.
And Trump responded to the actions of many across the country on Twitter. We'll have more details on what he said coming up in just a moment. But first,
a very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Florin. Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and start things off by talking about the forecast. A lot of people have today off.
Yes, it is Veterans Day. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. The forecast doesn't look too bad for us. We do have increased rain chances this afternoon, but it should not affect I shouldn't say affect, but it shouldn't stop you from celebrating this day. As far as your planner for this morning, El Paso and Las Cruces, we are in the 40s, the 7 o'clock hour, 50s at 9 o'clock. Doppler radar, we are not tracking any rain currently. A few sprinkles on the west side of town and around the lower valley. You may run into some light rain as well, but nothing too heavy to start out on your Friday morning. Wide scale here, you can see out west, dry conditions, not tracking much around the higher elevations either. So we're off to a very nice start. Just a little cooler. Our ABC 7 Weather Net site, sponsored by the Mattress Firm, showing the east side of town, Paso Elementary School 52 and Horizon 48, Horizon High School 48 if you live around that area. So coming up at 6:07 with your weather and traffic on the 7s, we have a look at your Veterans Day planner and your storm outlook for today. That's coming up.
All right, thanks, Nicole. And now to the headlines. Several schools and government offices will be closed today for Veterans Day, and that includes the El Paso, Isleta, Socorro school districts, as well as Cañutillo and Gadsden ISD, Clint ISD, EPCC federal offices, state offices, El Paso County government offices, City Hall, banks, credit unions, U.S. Post Office locations, and most Doña County offices.
And new this morning, veterans in the spotlight, not only for their service to this country, but also for their artistic talent. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas is live with a story new this morning. Hi, Denise.
Good morning, Stephanie. This project that couples veterans with art started with a retired 4th Bliss Lieutenant Colonel and his wife, who is an artist. Lieutenant Colonel John Robbins knows all too well what it's like to return from war and in need of an outlet.
Speaking from experience, it's kind of tough when you come back. It's hard to talk to people. Okay, so you need something to take your mind off of where you were, what you were doing.
And you can find the Soldier Art Workshops exhibit today at the International Museum of Art. The proceeds from this exhibit, called Helping Helmets, along with the rest of the artwork, will help the program pay for more materials for the artists and for the veterans and soldiers who take part. Robbins and his wife now have an agreement with Fort Bliss to help transitioning soldiers, veterans, and their families on post. And the veteran behind this metal sculpture was recently medically discharged after serving 27 years in the military.
One of the biggest things that I found was a lot of the male soldiers, they don't art right away. It's like art, really art. But when I started showing them what I did, they were like, oh wait, that's cool. I can get into that.
And the project has put on several classes, including oil painting, even photography, and as you saw there, metalworks as well. The art exhibit will be available today from 5:30 to 8 o'clock at night. Hillary, back to you.
All right, thanks, Denise. This morning, nationwide protests continue against President-elect Donald Trump. In several cities, demonstrators hit the streets for the second night in a row. This as Trump made his way to Washington to meet with congressional leaders and the president. ABC's Kenneth Moten continues our complete coverage.
Trump's transition not so peaceful. Another night of protest against President-elect Donald Trump smashed windows in Portland, Oregon. Crowds took over the streets in Oakland. In Philadelphia and New York, they marched.
These people, unfortunately, they have to get over the results. He won.
He won. Trump, tasked with uniting the country, tweeted, "Just had a very open and successful presidential election. Now professional protesters incited by the media are protesting. Very unfair." But it's another Trump tweet from 4 years ago that's resurfacing. Trump said the night of President Obama's re-election, "We can't let this happen. We should march on Washington and stop this travesty." A different tone yesterday as a more humble president-elect met with President Obama for the first time at the White House.
We now are going to want to do everything we can to help you succeed.
Trump also made the rounds on Capitol Hill, meeting with top GOP officials and House Speaker Paul Ryan. Trump on a tour, while his ex-opponent was on a nature walk. This heartbroken Hillary Clinton supporter went for a hike in Chappaqua when she bumped into the former Democratic nominee out just walking the dogs. But there's still uncertainty for Clinton. The Capitol Hill investigations into a private email server continue, and Trump's team says he hasn't ruled out his promise to appoint a special prosecutor to investigate Clinton. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
The tweet that Trump sent out last night had a different tone than the one this morning, which read, "Love the fact that the small groups of protesters last night have passion for our great country. We will all come together and be proud."
People getting their health insurance through President Obama's law are feeling anxious about Donald Trump's election. The repeal of Obamacare now seems likely, but it may take Congress the better part of a year to deliver on that campaign promise. It doesn't seem like the program will come to a crashing halt right away. Congressional Republicans are saying they want to protect people now covered from losing health care in the shift to a new system. Obama's Affordable Care Act expanded coverage to millions, but has struggled to find widespread public acceptance. And El Pasoans have gone to Juarez to see the doctor for years, and the number of Americans from all over is only expected to increase with Trump's plans to repeal Obamacare. Today on ABC 7, we look at how the medical tourism industry there is preparing for the increase. You can catch that story tonight on ABC 7 at 6.
And now at 6:07, that means weather and traffic on the 7s.
Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning. Here's a look at your Veterans Day forecast. 65. That's a forecast high for today. We do have a 30% chance for showers in the forecast for today. Mostly cloudy skies. As you can see, our storm outlook for today, our entire region, we have that chance for showers. Already seeing some very light rain on Doppler radar, mainly far eastern portions of our viewing area. Paso Elementary School, we're at 52 degrees, Fabens 46 and 48 at Horizon High School. As you can see, dimming Columbus out west, dry conditions currently, not seeing much rain in Las Cruces, but where we are seeing some light to moderate rainfall taking place around Tornillo, Fabens, and as we take you up to El Paso, you see some spotty green popping up there, but not seeing much rain to start out this morning. But coming up in your full forecast, we will take a look at the latest future track computer model, talk about your rain chances for Veterans Day, plus your weekend, and we're going to talk about your Thanksgiving forecast. That's coming up. Mauricio.
Hi, Nicole. Good morning. Taking a look right now at our traffic flow sponsored by the Viva Auto Group. For the most part, traffic nice and clear, but we do have one traffic alert I'd like to say. I-10 East, right near your red entrance ramp. There's a crash right there. Doesn't look like it's directly blocking I-10 East, and we're not seeing delays just yet, but if you are heading out there, expect maybe some minor slowdowns as you head over there. Things looking good in Las Cruces right now. Our current speed 66 on I-10 if you're heading west near Las Cruces, 68 if you're heading east towards El Paso, and 64 right now is what we're tracking on I-25. Highway 70 is also scheduled to remain open all day, so no issues there. Let's give you a live look outside now with our ABC 7 text dot cameras. There you can see in West El Paso, right side of your screen, that's I-10 east by red. Not a whole lot of cars out there just yet, but if that crash does stay in place, we could start to see some delays later on in the morning.
You'll be following it for us, Mauricio. Thank you.
We still have much more to come here on Good Morning El Paso.
Our New Mexico mobile newsroom has new information about a burned body found in the trunk of a car in September. The disturbing details uncovered by the ABC 7i team.
It's more being together, talking about what's going on.
And later new this morning, a group of veterans in the borderland is finding comfort with one another by getting together for morning coffee.
It's 6:09 and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.